If you're building a website with a lot of images that are photographs, like this, you should definitely use a white or light background. But what if you can't? Sometimes you need to use a dark background, or you want to use a dark mode or have a dark mode setting on the website you're building. Why does this look so weird, having a photograph with a dark background? Well, most photographs have a darker contrast ratio than normal graphics, images, or text. So putting something that's a dark contrast on something that's already dark can be straining and look weird to your users. One of the things you want to make sure is that you use a background that isn't black. Use something that's charcoal or some shade of navy or even some type of green can make things look better. But there's one more thing we can do, and that's adding a shadow to this image to make it stand out. Now, most shadows you add, like Bootstrap's shadow class, add a shadow with a black translucent color. That's not really going to help us out here, although you will be able to notice it. So we want to go ahead and make a box shadow that's a different color. In this instance, I'm going to make one that's kind of orange, and it's going to be a little bit lighter. Now, as you can see, that's a pretty subtle shadow, but it at least gives it some depth and helps the contrast a little bit. We can even make it more extreme by removing some of the translucency, by making the color a stronger color, or by increasing the size of our shadow. Now, obviously this is an extreme example, and most of the time what you would probably do is something that's a little more subtle. More like that. And this at least helps things stand out. But there is one more thing we can do. This box shadow is just applied to the image, but we can go ahead and apply this to a container. And there you go. That gives us a little bit more depth as well. But I definitely prefer it having the shadow just on the image. I hope you found this helpful.